if you keep the main thing, everything else will take care of itself.
So you have 4 coaches
In 5
in
years.
5 years.
Yeah.
How should these parents be looking at like getting paid and still like I want a good situation?
They really still control what you can control.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, then your work's gonna show.
Yeah.
Once again, the University of Tennessee holds a lot of weight
Yeah.
with like Pat Summit and just what that school and what she did for women's basketball. So I was like, I'm going to like the mecca
Yeah.
of women's basketball. So
I don't even know like clearly we know what happened. Camilla made the shot, but like walk us through that whole little process. You probably don't even want to do that.
yeah, I don't, because what's crazy is like you have to put just as much work into your mental as you do as your physical.
Whether it's what parents aren't doing or what they need to be better or this or that, like what's going wrong. And I just feel like you were one who got it right.
Take that for granted, and I always say that connections can get you a lot. It can open doors that you didn't even think could have been open. So I'm thankful for those experiences, even though it was, adversity.
It's Just Different Pod. Welcome to It's Just Different Podcast. We bring on people who have been where you're trying to go and or have helped countless athletes get there. I'm your host, Ashley Roberts, your favorite coach that don't coach teams. I just bring on people to help you. Yes, you navigate this space. And we are back with another former college athlete, recent college, because y'all be like, we want recent people. I got you. Don't worry. And we got a good one. Wake Forest, Tennessee, current pro, still getting buckets. Somebody called while we was talking earlier and said, listen, the best of the best. So I really feel like I'm just speaking to the go at this point. Jewel, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Thank you for having me.
I'm excited to have this conversation, man. How long are you here in the States?
How long will I be here?
Yeah.
I'll be here for pretty much the whole summer. Just
Okay.
working out and then a couple vacations here and there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we start this podcast off with what's different. I think the game of basketball is different, whether good or bad. What would you say is different as it relates to basketball now versus back then? Back then could be 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, I would say people going from high school to college.
Yeah.
Like committing from high school to college. And what I mean by that is just like how people weigh their pros and cons.
Yeah.
I'd say when I was in high school going to college, one big thing for me was weighing my pros and cons between like different colleges.
Yep.
And that was like whether it was academically, the right fit, who's playing in front of me, can I play right away, the conference.
Yep.
And now I feel like it's somewhat similar, but at the same time it's different from the sense that players have to now weigh, I guess, NIL.
They win.
Yeah, money, bags. I'm like,
listen, they're like, and I want to talk about that because obviously you was in that era as well, just recently graduating. But you right, like a lot of these high school athletes now, me personally, I don't think, and I'm not gonna let me not do that. I'm not gonna say majority because there still are some that's still doing it that way. But I think most athletes is honestly, most parents is just like, who's giving me the most money?
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
It's crazy.
And I feel like I've kind of heard a little bit about it with having a younger brother who plays basketball and is going to tech.
Okay.
So hearing about the NIL and like what they're offering and stuff like that. But that's just crazy to me because I feel like I experienced it after I transferred from Wake Forest after my junior year.
Yeah.
That's when NIL kind of became a thing. And it was really big at Tennessee.
Yeah.
The mecca of women's basketball.
So you saying you got a bag is what you
yeah. It treated me well.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Me well, but it's just crazy because that was never a thought.
Right.
Going to college. Like who's paying me and who's that. And I'm not gonna say it's a bad thing. I think it's showing that the game is growing. Especially on the women's side.
Yeah.
That people are willing to, put it back for these players.
Right. So just from your experience, and like I say, I mean, you were one of those. Like you was able to get a bag at the end of the day. And your thing was just the decisions, like them committing and what that looks like from high school to college. What do you feel like that should look like? Because I'm not gonna say like, hey, don't focus on the money. Like at
No,
the end of
right.
the day, you'll be crazy. Like,
Exactly.
but like how should these parents be looking at like getting
Yeah.
paid and still like I want a good situation.
Mhm.
Like I want a good coach. I want a good like I want the best of both worlds. I feel like you can have the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I'd say keep the main thing the main thing.
Yeah.
And it's simple to say, and if you keep the main thing, everything else will take care of itself.
Mhm.
So if you know your goals in life, whether that's you just want to play in college, right? Then maybe the money is maybe where you're leaning towards a little bit more because you could start investing a little bit more
Uh-huh.
earlier or stuff like that. But also if you want to play overseas or have a chance to play in the W, I'm not saying don't look at that bag, right? But you need to focus on right now. You need to
Right.
focus on having that right coach, that
Yeah.
relationship with the coach. You need to focus on, am I going to play here? Do I have a really good chance of playing here? Um, do I fit this system?
Mhm.
Because those things go a long way. If you're
Mhm.
not playing and you're not being seen, then you might get a temporary bag, right?
Yep.
But long term, are you gonna get something that you really want to do? Are you really playing the game for the right reason?
Yeah.
So I would say keep the main thing the main thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, if you are a basketball parent listening, I need to make sure you know about the different community. Every month, I drop a new resource. We do parent Q&As, and I help you navigate the basketball journey without wasting time, money, and energy. Listen, if you want clarity instead of confusion and real support along the way, come on over and join us. It's free for 7 days. The link is in the description and I'll see you on the other side. Joy, you've been killing it. And still playing,
Hmm.
right? Still playing at the pro level. You played at Tennessee. Before that you were at Wake Forest.
Hmm.
What was it like being a student athlete at Wake Forest?
Wake Forest is a like a high academic school.
Yeah.
So I would say I am a person that loves academics.
Yeah.
So going there, I really enjoyed it and I made sure that I stayed present in it. And I thought that we had really good resources, whether it was academic advisors and coaches that scheduled our practice times around our classes and stuff. So I would say that the classes were a little challenging,
Mhm.
but it wasn't nothing overly hard. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Who were your out of high school? Who were your off? Well, I'm sure you had a lot. What was your
Hmm.
top five? Who's your top five?
Shoot, top five. It's like a blur now,
Yeah.
but definitely it was Texas Tech, Wake Forest, NC State, Alabama. I
Mhm.
know those four
Yep.
for
So those
sure.
four. Why did you choose Wake Forest out of the four?
Yeah, so first I looked at location. I was like, am I a person that needs to stay home? And like in the state of Texas, and I was like, not necessarily. But if I do go away, okay, Wake Forest is in North Carolina. I have some family there, so that can help me with the transition. I was looking at the conference. ACC is one of the top conferences at the time, and I
Mhm.
believe it still is. So that was huge for me. And then I looked at the position. So I'm a shooting guard. I was looking at players in front of me, whether they were seniors at the time. There were a lot of seniors, so a lot of seniors are graduating. So I was like, I have an opportunity to go into an ACC school that gets a lot of TV time, being in the ACC, and make my mark right away.
Yeah.
And I feel like I did that. So
Man, because you absolutely did that,
yeah,
and that's dope. Who helped you with that? Like, was that your mindset of like, I need to look at this, or was it you had people that kind of guided you with that? What did that look like?
yeah, I would say it's more so like family
Yeah.
and maybe like close coaches, like closer knit type of thing, because my family is like very level headed and they
Yeah.
were able to give me good advice in the sense of my dad telling me like make sure you take all your visits because like you might go to this one school and it might feel like the best thing but then you might go to another school, right?
Yeah.
So I would tell athletes to take their visits. I don't know how many they get now. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's
At this
unlimited,
point
but
at this point, they just get to go.
right, they just be taking trips. But yeah, just go. I would say definitely go so you get that feel, but also you make better decisions when you can compare and contrast. If you just
Absolutely.
have one decision, then you kind of just feel like whether you're forced or you have to just do that. But
Yeah.
if you're able to compare different schools, like, okay, I like this a little bit better, then you feel more comfortable going into
Yeah.
that decision.
Yeah. And Joe, I feel like, and obviously I just know from watching
Hmm.
on TV. So I don't know the back end of everything. But from the outside looking in, and hearing what you're saying now of like how you made your decision to Wake Forest, like I feel like you are a great example of somebody that got it right.
Mhm.
Right? I think a lot of times we talk about, in general, and myself included, like just talk about like whether it's what parents aren't doing or what they need to be better or this or that, like what's going wrong.
Mhm.
And I just feel like you were one who got it right at the end of the day. You knew what your goals were. You knew I want to get on the court and make an impact
Mhm.
right away.
Mhm.
Like you did that,
Mhm.
right? And then at the end of the day, was able to have opportunity to put yourself on the I guess I can say a bigger platform. I don't know if that's the word I want to use. Maybe so.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, put yourself on a bigger opportunity for a bigger platform. At the end of the day, we talk about we in this NIL space. We in that like likely able to get more money.
Mhm.
But that was because of the decision that you made before you got there.
Exactly.
Like you laid it out. This is what I want, and then you went and got that.
Mhm.
And now the opportunities came to you, not you like
Chasing it.
yeah,
Yeah.
like and that's how it should be.
Yeah, I agree, and I think I would honestly do the same thing if I had to. Like, I didn't transfer because of the money.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people can say that, but for me personally, transferring from Wake Forest to Tennessee, Wake Forest, I felt like I did everything I needed to do at the school. I thought they provided everything that they could as well.
Yep.
But for me, it was more so about being uncomfortable and challenging myself,
Yep.
taking the next step of, I think I can level up now. And
Absolutely.
when I got into the portal, that was it felt like high school recruitment
Yeah.
again, but times 10 because
Yeah.
it's at a faster pace. You don't really have to like have these small talks like, "Hey, what's your favorite?" No,
Are
no.
you do you
Am I
look, we
gonna
want you. Are you coming or not?
right? Exactly. So it's business. It's business, and I appreciated that because it was a little bit more less stressful.
Yeah.
But I remember I was at the store with my dad, and Tennessee called,
Okay.
and in my head, I was open. I wasn't a do not contact. I wanted to kind of keep everything open. It was flooded with calls, but it was also like I don't want to shut a door that might really be there for me.
Right.
So I went into the portal, and I remember like my phone blowing up, and I wasn't taking any calls at the
Yeah.
first day. I just kind of wanted to see the schools and see can I really see myself there. And I remember Tennessee called, Coach Kelly called, and I was like, "Dad, Tennessee called." And I'm like, "I don't know nothing." Like,
Were they recruiting you out of high school?
no, they weren't. I
Wow.
was ranked
Yeah.
like 82 and in the top 100, but I didn't get ranked until the last
Can you
ranking.
can
So
you repeat that?
yeah, I was ranked 82. I
Wow.
remember it too because I feel like I feel like I was doing what I needed to do in high
Yeah.
school. Respectfully, I really did, and I felt like I was getting overlooked.
Yep.
And that's one reason I went to Wake Forest. Like, why go to somewhere that has this name and hype that people might be like, "Oh, you're going there, right?" But is
Uh-huh.
that the right fit for you? Like, you can go for somebody else, but you're the one going to that college. So
Yeah.
I feel like I made that right decision going to Wake Forest that not a lot of people knew was about a lot about.
Yep.
And honestly, I didn't either before
Mhm.
getting that offer. But I'd say really pick a school that is the right fit for you, not what people are telling you because you're only having those real conversations.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Mhm. Imma back it up. I wanna back it up a little bit, to the rankings,
Mhm.
right? And again, there's nothing wrong with rankings. Shout out to everybody
Mhm.
that's ranked. I think they actually we had rankings come out again, maybe last month. But a lot of parents place a lot of like emphasis of like, how do I get ranked? Or I want to get ranked. I want to do all these different things. What was your mentality like? One, seeing that, like knowing that I'm being overlooked, I should probably be higher,
Mhm.
but look at everything you still accomplished. Like, just talk about that. Like, what was your mentality like during that time
Yeah.
in high school?
I feel like it was definitely mine was like me focusing on the rankings a little too much,
Yep.
especially when I was younger. Like, hey, I'm doing everything I need to do. I'm going to these camps, college camps, or these local camps
Yep.
and showing out, and I'm still not getting any recognition. So it's kind of just like it got to a point where I was just like, it is what it is,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm still the focus is getting a scholarship to go to college. I'm getting my scholarships. Why worry about the ranking?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The ranking can only hold so much weight.
Yep.
When I got to college, that
The
ranking don't
rankings don't
matter.
matter.
I don't care if you number one. I'm still going against you. Like it doesn't matter.
Yep.
And that was my mindset. My parents helped instill that. My brothers helped instill like a lot of rankings is it's
Yeah.
politics. Some
Absolutely.
of it's definitely skills. I'm not taking that away from people, but there's politics in it, right?
Yep.
And what can I do? Can I control those politics? No. I can
Yeah.
control what I can control, and that's what the motto I kind of live by now
Yep.
is I control. You can control what you can control. I can't
Absolutely.
control what other people think of me, but I know what I can do. So
Yeah.
that was my mindset going into Wake Forest. Is I'm 82, 89, I can't remember. It was somewhere in that range, and it wasn't until the last rankings came out I got ranked, and I was like,
And you was what? The last ranking?
I think it was like 89 or 82. I
Oh
have
God.
to
Oh, you say, oh, you wasn't ranked at all
until the last one came out. Yeah.
Oh
So it was kind of like
wow.
a why now, but also like a okay, it is what it is. But I think it's different now. I don't know on the women's side. I know my brother,
Uh-huh.
my little brother, he's going to tech. He was injured last summer, so he dropped like 40 spots in the rankings. He went from like 30 to 70. And then when he came back and got healthy, he plays at Dynamic Prep. He played at Dynamic Prep.
I am just now realizing that that's your brother.
Dakari, yeah.
I'm just now
For
realizing
real?
that. Yes.
Yeah, so like
Yeah. Okay.
he played there, started hooping, and now he's 25, I think, in the
Yeah.
country. And like I said, I don't know what it is for the girls if those rankings bring you more NIL when you go to
It
college.
does.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
So, and I saw that from his side. So I
Yeah.
don't want to say the ranking. It changed. That changes my perspective from another
Right.
thing too, because you do want to get ranked, and it can
Yeah.
help you with the NIL. So I would say really still control what you can control.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, then your work's gonna show.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think first of all, I'm ranked to ACC, even at 80, whatever. ACC, SEC is crazy, right? Like,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what I try to tell parents. Like, and I never just say rankings don't matter.
Right.
Right. Now, when I talk about that, I'm really talking about the ones who probably would never make a list, right? And that's fine. Like you said, what's the goal? Going to college. Now, when we talk about your top 20, when we get up there,
Yeah. That matters. That matters. That matters. Right. That matters.
It's a different conversation.
Exactly.
It's a different conversation.
Exactly.
But for the and again, we talking even at 100, we talking 100 athletes out of thousands.
That is
out of thousands.
Crazy.
So it's just like, yes, absolutely. If you get that opportunity, I never take that away from nobody, right? You've earned that, whatever the case may be. But we got to stop like making that the only goal, right? Even whether using that as motivation. And sometimes it's hard. Like you just said, even you as a kid, you see that and it's just like, I'm better than her.
Yeah.
We're going to start pointing, right?
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, you use that as motivation. Then it comes to a point, it's like, screw it. The work is the work. I got to put in work, right? You get it at the end. Okay, cool. Right? You go and do your thing, right? We talk high school. You go to Wake Forest. You kill it. You decide to go in a portal. You, like you said, you got all these different schools hitting you up. Why Tennessee? What made you choose Tennessee?
Yeah, Tennessee. I knew I had a chance to go and start or play right away because Jordan Horson had just graduated.
Yeah.
And so that shooting guard 2-3 position was open for me. The SEC, I kept hearing so much about the SEC being in the ACC, and I knew that was like a level up from the ACC, in my opinion, just with like how many pros and stuff were coming from the SEC. So I was like, okay, there's that. I went on my visit, and I've never been to Tennessee.
Yeah.
And the University of Tennessee is beautiful, honestly. Yeah. Like it's a college town. You get a lot of support, especially on the women's basketball side.
Yep.
The Lady Vols, they rock for the Lady Vols.
Yeah.
So the NIL was big there, but also just the support. The support you have, the facilities. Once again, the University of Tennessee holds a lot of weight.
Yeah.
With like Pat Summitt and just what that school and what she did for women's basketball. So I was like, I'm going to like the Mecca of women's basketball. So, and then the connections.
Yep.
I like to do I got my major in communication.
Okay.
And eventually, or if I ever have time, when I ever stop playing, I want to do like sports broadcasting.
Dope.
I say.
Yeah.
And Candace Parker, Tamika Catchings, and Jerry Carter, all at University of Tennessee. So I have those connections now, and it's been so cool. It's like a sisterhood.
Absolutely.
Going to the.
All right. You are about halfway through this episode. Hold on. Let me get a little closer. I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hit the subscribe button. And while you at it, hit the like button. I know I'm asking for a lot. Go ahead and share this with 2 other parents that need to hear this information. Because I'm here to help y'all, and I need y'all to help me so that I can get this information out to more people. Now back to the episode.
With the Lady
Absolutely.
Boss.
Man, that's dope. You go junior year with Kelly.
Senior year. My senior year was with Coach Kelly.
Oh, you went senior year in grad?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
senior
So,
year in
yeah,
grad.
my bad.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 years at Wake Forest. Then you had senior year at grad. So, senior year was Kelly. And then
Grad
coaching
was,
changed.
Yeah, grad was Coach Kelly.
So, you have 4 coaches
in
5 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about that. How were you able to just adapt? Like, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Just how were you able to adapt with that? Yeah, talk about it.
It was hard. It was hard, especially the first coaching change at Wake Forest. Because I had the coaches that recruited me, and I was really close with the head coach, all the assistants. Like, when I say close, I mean close. Like, we built a really good relationship, and they built a really good relationship with my family, extended family in North Carolina. So it was like, it felt like a family. I felt comfortable going there. I got good workouts in. They instilled confidence in me on the court and off the court. So it was hard when that coaching staff got let go, and there was a decision there where I was like, should I transfer when they get let go, or should I stay? And I took that leap of faith of staying because I loved Wake Forest so much. And the new staff came in, and I thought they were good still. Like I said, my year there, I feel like it still went how I wanted it to.
Yep.
But then I transferred to Tennessee. And then I have, that's my third head coach now, going to Tennessee with Coach Kelly. And that staff was great as well, on the court and off the court. And then there's another coaching change. So now I'm at my fourth.
Yeah.
I didn't want to transfer because, once again, I'm a person that really gets involved in, like, the whole school aspect, if that makes sense. Like, I don't really just focus on basketball. I focus on the connections I made.
Yeah.
Whether that's in the school, in the athletics, but also outside of athletics.
Yep.
And I had those connections. So the community was, like, really wanting me to stay, but obviously you're listening to that, but also it's like, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
And I wanted to stay. So I ended up staying, and that was my fourth head coach. So it was hard. You have to adapt systems, personalities, relationships, and all that. But I think it pushed me to show that that's something I can't control, but also I was able to adjust really well.
Yep. What helped you, like, just throughout that whole process?
Yeah, I would say, I don't know. Like, obviously your family being there for you, right? But, like, while you're on campus, I would say the teammates, because most of my teammates stayed at both places.
Yeah.
So being able to, just hang out with them and kind of get my mind off of it.
Yeah.
And have, like, just space to talk, because we're all feeling similar things, whether we're on different levels. We were all kind of feeling the same things. And I felt like the ADs at both teams, like, talked to me.
Yeah.
And got input from me, being one of the better players at Wake Forest, but also leaders at both spots. So I was able to just give them input on, like, what I would want, what our team would want with the new head coach. So I thought that kind of smoothed the transition, because it'd be different if the AD or nobody was saying anything to us. Then it allows you more opportunity or more freedom to just, like, man, no one's talking to me, I'm just gonna leave.
Right. Jewel, we gotta relive something.
Oh gosh. I already know.
Oh my God, it's just come to my mind. Senior year, what was this? Is this SEC championship?
SEC
No,
tournament.
this is
Semifinals.
tournament. No, this is semis.
Yeah, SEC tournament.
Semis. Y'all in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't even know what clearly we know what happened. Camilla made the shot, but, like, walk us through that whole little process. You probably don't even want to do that.
Yeah, I don't, because what's crazy is, like, just watching women's basketball now, especially college, just being a graduate. It's like they have these ESPN commercials, and all I hear is Camilla banks it in, and every time it's like it just lives rent free in my mind, honestly. But I don't know, like, it's honestly all just a blur. It's crazy that it's known, like, worldwide. Like, even my overseas teammates were hearing about it and stuff like that. So it just shows you, like, women's basketball is worldwide, first off. But I don't know, that moment is just hits my heart every time.
Yeah, look at me finna make her relive this. We need
Right,
to
like, that's
hear. We need
brutal.
to hear what happened. The people listening, they don't even know what we talking about. They don't even know what was the score, what happened.
I don't
I'm literally making you relive this.
Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know. I just remember we might have been up by 2.
I think it was up by 2.
I
Yep.
think we were up by 2. South Carolina didn't have any timeouts. And it was at the sideline. Camilla's standing at like the free throw line, I think.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, if she makes a 2, like
It's
we're
tied
good.
up, yeah.
It's tied. We go to overtime. She like mid play, she steps back to the 3-point line.
What made? I wonder what made her. Did Dawn tell her to?
Dawn told her.
But the girl ain't even. Did she even? I don't even think she had made a 3 all season.
I don't know.
Something.
I genuinely don't know. I don't think she did, but like I remember when she shot it, it was like slow motion for me. Like it's still slow motion, and I remember like looking like this. It hits perfectly off the backboard. Like all shooters, people know. Like you play on horse, it's still hard to hit a backboard shot, right? And it hit perfectly off the backboard from the top of the key, went in, and I still remember like I just dropped to my legs, like. Oh. So yeah, thank you for letting me, relive that moment and talk about it. But yeah, that was rough. It was rough.
Oh my God.
Because South Carolina, I don't know if they had been beaten that year or
no,
something
y'all
like
were
that.
gonna be the team.
We were 1 point whatever away, and like I just remember like in my head I knew the game wasn't over, but at that time I'm like, we just came back from down 18 at the half to South Carolina, and now we have a chance to win. And God was on our side.
He said, "Psych."
Yeah, literally, like,
dang, man. I don't even know what. I just was sitting here thinking about it. Made me think about that. But even that, like, I feel like that. Obviously, we talking about a game, but that goes into just your mental aspect. Multiple coaches goes into the mental aspect. The load of basketball goes into the mental aspect. As I said, you came in of reaping the benefits of like the NFL, NIL, and the money that comes with that, which also comes with added pressure, added things. Talk about just the mental side of it. I think a lot of times we talk about on the court, we talk about all these different things, but not the athlete's mental.
Yeah, I think the mental side is just as important as the physical side, honestly.
Yeah.
And I learned that throughout my 5 years of college is you have to put just as much work into your mental as you do as your physical. And I think I really did that my last year at Tennessee. I went to a sports therapist twice a week during the season, and that helped me so much. It helped me so much because I was able to, whether it was a good game or bad game, we just talked about life, but also we were able to talk about things from the game, like why don't you have confidence here? Like why? Like what are you feeling during this moment and stuff like that. And I think that I would give advice to athletes that are going to college to really dive into that resource because whether people are saying like you don't need this, you don't need that, I think that's something you do need. Whether even if it's just once every 2 weeks, just something where you can go to someone that's confidential, where you can just speak.
Right.
You can just speak. Let everything get out your mind. You're not getting judged or anything like that. You just letting everything out, and it just gives you that mental freedom. And I think that helped me a lot, just with life, but also with sports too.
Yeah.
Because I got a different perspective of like what other people are feeling and the pressure that they might have, my teammates might have that I didn't know that they have, stuff like that. So I think it was a great resource that I utilized, and I would say other people need to.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, what challenges, right? Like you had great careers. What challenges did you face that you go through while being in college?
While being in college, I would say I was pretty healthy. I did have like a stress reaction in my foot, so I had to sit out like the postseason. It was the WNIT. It wasn't like the NCAA tournament, but it was WNIT when I was at Wake. That was challenging mentally, just because I wanted to be out there with my teammates, and that was still big for me. Even though it wasn't the NCAA tournament, it was postseason ball, chance to win a championship. So I would say that was the hardest. And then I would also say, like you said, like the different head coaches.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I don't even know if I would say more successful, because I feel like I had a pretty successful college career, but I don't know. what my journey would have looked like if I did have one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One or two coaches,
Yep.
granted that I transferred, but having four, I'm not going to say it was a bad thing because I feel like each coach brought something to my life that I can take away. So I'm thankful for that.
Yep. You mentioned earlier your brother is going to Texas Tech next season.
We just dropped him off last week.
He in Lubbock right now.
Yeah.
So your brother, is it just two?
I have two brothers. Yeah, that's my younger brother.
Did your other brother play or no?
Yeah, he played at Bucknell and Robert Morris.
All right, so athletic family, right? So your parents have been through this 3 different times. Just kind of speak on that. Like, what did they do well? I always say elite athletes got elite parents. What did that look like from your parents navigating this whole recruitment process for all 3 of y'all?
I'd say the main thing was being supportive, and by that I mean like going on the visits, but also still allowing us to make the decision.
Yeah.
Like, I remember my mom and dad would always say, like, at the end of the day, it's your decision. We're just here to support you and give you guidance in those areas where you might overlook something as a 18-year-old at the time. So I think that was very important. And me being the middle child, seeing them do it with my brother, it kind of gave me more, like, my eye was open to more things.
Yep.
So they still help. They didn't have to help me as much, but they were still helping me. And then with my little brother, I feel like it was times where I was like the parent of him. Like, I was telling him, hey, you need to look at this, this, and that. And like, we've been through it. So like, at the end of the day, it's your decision, but we're just here to support you and guide you, so you know, like, when you're going into this process, that you feel like you made the right decision.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, man. Looking back at your experiences, what did this journey teach you about yourself? What did you learn about yourself?
I learned that I can adapt really quickly.
Yeah.
Whether that's with different coaches. I learned that I can build relationships really quick with those 4 different head coaches and staffs. And I feel like that's gone a long way. I still talk to each head coach and a lot of the assistant coaches from all the coaches that I've had.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so they've helped me a lot. They really have. And I think that I don't take that for granted. And I always say that connections can get you a lot. It can open doors that you didn't even think could have been open. So I'm thankful for those experiences, even though it was, adversity with having to adapt and move and stuff like that. But yeah, I would say that.
I like it. I'm gonna take a question. I have a parent community, and parents get to submit questions into the guests. Question is, what advice would you give yourself as a junior/senior in high school before committing to a college? And what did you look, or 2 questions, what did you look for in a transfer college?
Okay. So junior, senior, what
advice would you give yourself as a junior/senior in high school before committing to a college?
The advice I would give is take your visits. I kind of already said it, but take your visits. I'd say probably list the top. Like I said, I don't know how many visits they get, so maybe list the top 5, right?
Yeah.
List the top 5 of schools and start having those real conversations with the coaches and list your pros and cons. I'm telling you, it will help a lot.
Yeah.
Because when you list those pros and cons between those colleges, you're able to see things that you might have a little bit more leeway on that other schools don't.
Yeah.
And then you're able to take those visits and then get a feel of the team, the coaches, the vibe. That goes a long way. And then you can make those decisions and feel like you made the right decision, right?
Yeah.
You don't know if it's the right decision, but you feel comfortable and confident in knowing everything you know going into that decision.
Yeah.
And then out of the portal, I kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of, because it worked. So why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I did the same thing. I didn't take all these visits though. It's like a quicker process. And I kind of went against my word. Like, I didn't have set up, like, a lot of visits set up when I came out of the portal. Tennessee was my first visit. I was also talking to Texas, but I didn't take that visit. It wasn't officially set up, though.
So I'm side-eyeing you right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm being honest.
That's okay.
I'm being honest.
We're going to leave it at that.
I'm being honest, though, because when I did go to Tennessee, it checked every box.
Yeah.
It checked every box.
And at the end of the day, when you know, you know.
And when you know, you know. Yeah. And so I really do still think I made the right decision. So
y'all put it in the comments if y'all feel like Joy would have had a better career at Texas. No, I was just playing. I was just playing. She had an amazing. Y'all know I'm always hooked on.
Nah,
But
go Lady Boss.
no, amazing career. This has been good. This has
Mhm.
been really, really good. You killing it, continue to kill it. There is who I want to give you today. There is an athlete.
Mhm.
There is an athlete. Yes, there is a 2027
Dang.
who, right,
Hmm.
2027 who is trying to figure out where they're going next year. They trying to figure out where to go, what school to pick. I feel like you done already gave this advice,
Mhm.
honestly, but they need to hear from you. They confused. They don't know what school they want to go to.
Mhm.
And they got options, which is a good thing, but they don't want to make the wrong choice.
Mhm.
Can you look in that camera and give them some advice?
Yeah, I would say do the work. Do the work. It's just like basketball. You have to train and prepare yourself for a game, right? So do the work that you're going to do to go to college. You're going to have all these different schools telling you like come here, but who's doing the work for you? Do they really want you? Are you in need? That's what I would say. Like make sure you take those things and value that. And whether you get to high school and get to college and it doesn't work, you still have that option to transfer. And if that's what you need to do, do it because change change is hard, but so is staying the same. So
That's a bar. That's a bar. Man, I appreciate it. Let the people know where they can find you. Before we wrap up.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at SpearJ23 and on Twitter at SpearJ23_.
Listen, I need y'all to hit that like. What's our word? What's our word?
Courage.
Oh, first of all, drop courage. Ooh, my bad. In the comments. If you made it to the end of this episode, I need to know if you made it to the end. Drop courage, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this out with 2 people who needs to hear. And you already know what I'm gonna say. If you're not following on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing. Follow the page. It's just different pod. Thank you for staying to the very end. For that, I got a gift for you. You see, I'm always indifferent, and you can be indifferent too. It's just different. Apparel.com. Use code podcast to get 15% off. And if you did not like and subscribe, go ahead and do that.